Hello, everyone, and welcome to ForcedToPod. My name is Saxon, but you can call me Sax. Joining me today, I have the man who's just looking a little bit older. Nick, how you doing, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you. I am, in fact, a little bit older, but as time goes on, aren't we all?
Yep, that's true, bro. That's true. And last but certainly not least, we have the man who'd rather be outside than wherever he currently is. I am the mountain man, Walker. What's up, man?
I'm still inside. We're closing on the end of summer in Texas, and it's like living in the Northeast. You got one season, you just can't go outside.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
we're
yeah.
we're counting down the days, to fall and winter, and it'll get a lot nicer. So soon.
We had one tease of a nice week. It was like high 70s, low 80s. I have this pathetic tree that's out front of our house, and it just has the most gnarly offshoot branches going everywhere. And I got out there, I was trying to prune it. I was trying to make it look so pretty. And then ever since I hurt my knee, I've started doing more work upstairs in the office we have upstairs, and just looks out to it. And I did all this work from probably 270 degrees around the tree, and I just realized that I never stepped back this one angle. And so it was perfectly circular all the way around, and then I looked and it just had this big diagonal offshoot one direction. So I actually went out and fixed it today, but it's just been so hot, man. I was to be fair, the reason I didn't do it is I would have had to go back and forth through my grass to step into this one spot. It just happens to be directly up the porch and then into that room. So I'm sitting at my desk. I just look out the front window and I'm like, bro, it's just everything was, it kind of looked like it had bed head. That's what the tree looked like. So I don't know. I'm not very good at that.
It's like decorating a Christmas tree and you realize you go around one side and there's a big old gap of no ornaments.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's the word. You just give it a little rotate it back towards the wall.
You just turn the whole tree to the wall.
No, I'm straight up. What do you do? I mean, I don't know. We always had our tree in the corner. I don't know about you guys, but
no, ours is right in front of the windows, but they're on the back of the house, so it's not like anybody can see. So we do still have the option of just rotating it.
We have a couple windows that would be really nice for that, except there's a low hanging, chandelier. When I think chandelier, I think elegant. It's just a light hanging down or whatever you want to say. But it just happens
ceiling
to be
light
in the way. Yeah, a ornate ceiling light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down, so.
It just seems like another phrase for the word chandelier, but
that probably means ceiling light in French. I'm only partially joking.
Dude, I have this really this circular metal light that's over our over our dining room table, and it's it's at eye level for me if I'm standing. There's only been one time where I think Heather had her plate or something, and I was getting up and I leaned over to grab it, and I stepped up and I just hit my head on that thing. Dude, you would think something that's hanging from the ceiling would move or swing. It did not. It was completely solid, and
that's good.
Good
build.
Myself.
Good build quality.
Yeah.
Hey, what's funny is that the definition from the Merriam-Webster website is chandelier is a branched, often ornate lighting fixture suspended from a ceiling. So 95% of what you said is that definition. Nailed
I'm
it.
gonna be honest with you. I don't know the last time.
Hold on.
I've ever said the word ornate.
The etymology is French, from Old French, candle holder, modification of Latin, candelabrum. So look at this. This is the smartest podcast of all time.
I'm pretty sure we just nailed it in one. So.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, au revoir, as they say.
Oh Lord. So, well, guys, we're here sporadically. We're here when we can make it work, but we appreciate you guys for listening. So there's a small but mighty crew of you guys who get out there and listen. So remember, if you are listening, like and subscribe, comment wherever you listen, and you can join the conversation too. bit.ly/ForcedToPod Discord. Tonight we're just catching up. Boys, we got an opportunity this weekend to play the Battlefield 6 beta. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I do want to talk about birthdays, though, to begin. So I knew we were going to talk about that, so I didn't want to linger too long. But, boys, what is your take on birthdays? Obviously, Nick, we're literally on your birthday. Tell us, did you do anything special for your birthday? And then I want to talk a little bit about celebrating birthdays, because a lot of people get weird about it. So I want to kind of see what your thoughts are.
I didn't really do anything special. I worked today, which is any given day a loose term, working. I did cut out a couple hours early and caught the end of the Tigers game on TV.
Nice.
And then, the kids got home from school. We just went out, had some pizza, came home.
Nice.
Opened a couple presents, had a piece of cheesecake. That was about it.
Had some cheesecake as well.
It's usually, yeah. Oh, nice. It's usually pretty low key in our house, at least for Kristen and I. Like, she's very adamant about she doesn't want to do anything.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, it's just another day. Blah blah blah. Well, like, which it is, but also, we can do something fun for you. You could be selfish a little bit. In the past, I usually end up going to an event or something, hanging out with friends. Like last year, I went to a baseball game, and that's when I did the 999 challenge.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
You want to share for anyone who does not know what the 999 challenge is?
You go to a baseball game, and you eat 9 hot dogs, and drink 9 beers within the span of 9 innings. And then you come home and have a cardiac event at 3 a.m. when you wake up in a cold sweat.
9 bathroom visits.
That's a lot of dogs, dude.
That is honestly the most difficult part of the challenge. I think we talked about it, but I don't remember because I was drinking 24-ounce beers.
Out.
Yeah, no, I didn't black out, but I was not sober.
You dogged out? I don't know. What do you want to call it?
Yeah. I think I hit a wall at 7, which is still a lot of hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
The last 2 were exceptionally difficult, and it was a home game, and they were winning in the 9th inning, so they only played 8.5 innings.
Oh,
so
well, you just got fucking cheated.
Yeah, I mean, we got it done. It was fun. We had a good time.
Inning would have made all the difference.
It might have been easier to eat the last hot dog, but probably not.
Are you starting loaded up? Is anything on these dogs, or are you just like,
no?
Hey,
I was just plain, just the raw dogs. Okay?
Yeah, I was gonna just with bun though, right? You gotta bun. Yeah. Okay.
So some of my friends that were there were putting, like, they had several sauces and options to put on the dogs, right? So
mistake.
Yes, it was a big mistake because nobody else got past, I think, 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Wow.
There was a honey mustard. I think Chuck said the honey mustard was bad. The exceptionally bad one was somebody put ranch on a dog. I think it was Alex. And so ranch dogs have been a popular inside joke in our group chat for a while now. But yeah, they were just like, yeah, let's put onions and mustard and all kinds of stuff. Like, you guys are never gonna eat 9 ranch dogs. There's no way.
I don't want to eat 1 ranch dog.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, you're not from the Midwest. That's a very
whatever the consistency of the ranch is. You got some places that got the
there's some thick ass ranch.
It's like the pump, the station where they had the pump ketchup and all that stuff. They had those like barbecue sauce and hot sauce and all kinds of stuff.
I'm of 2 minds of it, because if it's like a really thick ranch, it's like, okay, well, it's not necessarily going to go anywhere, but could that make it a little more difficult? Or if it's like real runny, like some place you go, like salad bars, stuff like that, it'll be the runny, like the most watered down. I'm like, I don't want that. The bun will be all soggy. But I don't want ranch on a hot dog. Let me be clear. I do not want ranch on a hot dog. So.
I don't think it's the worst idea, but I think it's a bad idea if you're eating 9 in a couple hours.
Well, just a little too zesty.
I need a
little too zesty.
Yeah.
I need a little line of ketchup just right down the middle, just to give a little something.
If I'm
more of a mustard man myself.
Really?
Mustard and relish.
Love a little tang. That's something
if it's not a Chicago dog, I'm putting mustard and relish only. Which essentially is like
pretty good.
It's
If I want
Fine.
a dog, I mean, like,
It's fine.
okay, look, a hot dog is a hot dog. It's a tube
No, you're right.
stuffed of
Yeah,
meat.
yeah.
Like you're not getting artisanal hot dogs, right? Like
Well, yeah, you can if you go to Chicago. Yeah.
that's some.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a hot dog.
This sounds like a guy who doesn't know a good hot dog from an okay hot dog.
What I'm telling you is the difference between a good hot dog and an okay hot dog, not that much.
It's
It's
ranch.
it's hot dogs, man.
It's ranch.
It's the ranch.
Yeah.
A hot dog is a hot dog. I don't think I've ever had a hot dog that I was like, that was a hot dog. Maybe like a wet bun, but like
Yeah, steamed too long or whatever.
Yeah, just-
even then you're like, yeah, it's still a hot dog. I still got a
make
hot
sure-
dog,
I mean,
Make sure
but
if you go to a cookout, you don't ask the guy to fire back up the grill to make
Yeah,
you
then
one
he up his whole electrical system in his house.
Yeah,
Um,
like I did to Nick 2 years ago.
I mean, I will say there is a definite difference between like. I love that this turned into hot dog connoisseur talk.
Hell yeah, dude.
There's Screeb is going to be Screeb and Luke are going to be fired up. There's a definite difference between like an Oscar Mayer run of the mill hot dog and then like an all beef Frank. You know what I mean? Like
Okay, I grant you there are tiers of quality of hot dog.
okay.
Maybe it's just I just love hot dogs. Maybe that's
Well,
it.
no,
Maybe I'm just like
I'm
all
with
dogs
you.
a good dog,
I'm
Your
with
ability
you,
to
but
tank said hot dog.
there's like the baseline for hot dogs is good. This is good, and
Yeah,
then
it's a hot dog.
but the ceiling is high. I feel like there's a high
Okay,
ceiling
okay.
for
Okay,
I'll allow it.
artisanal, as you said,
Well,
hot dogs.
so again, are we talking about high ceiling for the quality of the dog? Or are we talking high quality for the toppings on said dog? Like how high is the ceiling for the actual piece of the lager?
I mean, look,
Medium ceiling for
certain
dog
point-
itself.
after a certain point though, is it even a hot dog anymore? Like you're mixing the fat levels, you're going with different meats. That's not a hot dog. It's got to
Yeah.
be a slurry in a tube.
Okay, but
you're
you could,
making sausages at that point.
but then the
But
preparation
I
of
don't
the
wanna know how
dog,
that's made.
you could charcoal grill it, which is different than like if you put it on a smoker or a propane grill. You can
I'm
also
gonna be real
boil
with you,
them.
Chief. I like my hot dogs boiled.
Yeah, but you could boil them. You boil them at water, but what if you boiled it in beer instead? And that takes it to that's a whole different thing. It stinks up your kitchen because you're boiling tubes of meat slurry in beer, but it tastes way better.
I'm a boiled dog kind of guy.
Boiled
Maybe a
dogs
little
rule.
crisp
They're
on the
so
grill,
good.
but like
Yeah.
the boiled dogs where they just stay so juicy.
Next time you do it, just boil it in Miller Lite.
That's a pro move right there.
It's like an all-American boiled dog.
And then you drink the beer afterwards.
Don't do that. Do not drink your
Yes,
beer
do
dog
that.
water.
I mean, look, the alcohol's still going to be in it. They're only evaporating a little bit depending on how long you're boiling the dog. You're good, and
Yeah.
it's easier to chug because it's lost its carbonation.
It's gonna be so gross. That's so gross. I'm actually all right. Listen,
Clearly,
you're the guy
you're
who
not
eats the whole peanut. You eat the peanut shell. I can't take.
I do eat the whole peanut. Yeah, look, I'm just out here living my life, drinking the dog water, eating the shells.
Not the dog water. Once Walker hits it big in whatever he's working on right now, we still don't really know.
Whatever
He's gonna
defense
get-
contract he's
he's
heading
gonna
up.
get the big bucks from it. He's gonna open his own brewery. It's just gonna be called Dog Water. And don't
Dog
ask.
water. That's
Don't
actually that's a great name for a brewery. Honestly,
TM,
Dog Water
TM,
Brewing.
Yeah, copyright.
Yeah. So
I love it.
And I think with the dogs too, it's what's interesting is there's just enough things that you can up level, right? Like there are techniques you can take with the bun. There are various
Toast the
levels
bun.
to the actual dog itself, how you're cooking it, like we talked about, the toppings as well.
What if we
I'm
boiled
gonna
it
take
in
me a good old
ranch?
hot dog. I'm gonna take me.
I sincerely think it is all these corollary elements, these peripheral elements to the hot dog, but like the core dog, they're all, a dog is a dog is a dog, man.
I think there's a lot
But you
of lesson
can do a
here.
lot to elevate the dog with these elements.
It's a life lesson here. It's the stuff that's around you.
So growing up in Maine, we had
I'm just a
these
Maine
things called red snappers, They're these like fluorescent red hot dogs, and that was
Oh,
the thing.
thought you
Have you
were
ever
talking about
seen
the
these?
fish. No.
No. They're bright red
Oh,
hot dogs.
yeah.
It's like a main thing.
I've seen something like that. I don't remember what it was called, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
And they're money. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the red flavor, but isn't the red dye the one supposed to give you like mega cancer
The
or
red
whatever?
thing. Yeah, those are the Red Hulk wieners.
Yeah, so this is the hot dog culture, the hot dog genealogy, if you will, that I
Yeah,
come
not
from.
these red snapper wieners, as Nick just put it, are not to be confused with red rockets, which are completely different.
Completely different.
Completely different, but not
You can
that
get
much.
you can get those anywhere, not just Maine.
Not that much.
Nope.
They're completely different, but at the same time, not that much. So
Yeah, what everybody doesn't know is that we took a couple weeks off and decided to turn this into a hot dog podcast.
It was always a hot dog podcast. It just was kind of lurking below the surface.
not very low. Not very low. There's no shot this is the first time we've talked about eating hot dogs. But
This isn't the first time we've talked about eating 9 hot dogs at a baseball game.
No, it's not.
I mean, we talked about Costco last time. I'm all like our last podcast. I'm almost.
We definitely did, yeah.
All right, hold on. I have another hot dog story.
Okay.
Well, you said Costco. It made me think. Costco has good hot dogs, and they're also huge.
Yep.
We went. All right, so there's gonna be a lot of tangents to this. There are several Disney Channel original movie series, right? 2 of them, Zombies and The Descendants, are ones that my children have grown up watching. So The Descendants, the premise is that it's all kids of Disney princesses, princes, and villains.
Oh, okay.
And they like the villains live on an island, and then the prince and princess kids live somewhere else, and then they like come together and they all have arguments and then become friends or whatever.
Is
and
there
there's
a villain flight log by chance? For the villain.
I mean, yes.
They gotta get there somehow.
And then Zombies is about like this perfect utopia town, but they have it's essentially an allegory for segregation. They have a whole rundown side of town that they don't let the preppy kids go to because there are literal zombies there. And then they literally integrate the school. They let
With
the
the
zombies
zombies?
come into the school. Yeah. But there's a bunch of fun songs, and my kids grew up watching them. So they did
Nice.
they're doing currently a tour of like, it's essentially a very large production show choir show where they have all these Disney Channel, not the original ones because they've all aged out, but they have these Disney Channel kids singing all the songs and like changing costumes and stuff. And so my wife's mom works for a bank that has a suite at the place where they were doing this tour. And she texted us and was like, "Hey, do you want to take the kids?" So we went, and we took our kids. We took Kristen's sister and her husband, and their 2 kids went. So we all hung out in the suite, and they got to watch the show and sing all the songs, and kids had a good time. In the suite, they had I'm bringing it around to the hot dogs. In the suite, they had food. Chips and popcorn and pretzels and stuff, chicken strips, and they had hot dogs. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't eat dinner. I knew that there was a possibility I was going to eat stadium food. I was pretty pumped about that. So they like bring all the food in. I wasn't really paying attention. I go back. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to get a hot dog, get a normal sized bun, and I put it on a plate. And the dog is 50% larger than a Costco dog. I mean, it is humongous.
Holy.
It was like, it was an inch or 2 out of the bun on either side, and just massive. So I had some really good steamed large hot dogs at this Worlds Collide tour. It was a good time.
Interesting.
I got a hot dog story. I had a hot dog the other week for lunch.
Nice.
That's my story. Yep.
This is a hot dog podcast, so
There's a hot dog podcast.
dog
We got to
cast.
share. Dogcast.
I think
The hot dog.
dogcast dog. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of this hot dog, to be honest.
bit.ly /
This
forced to
really-
dog.
Yeah, force.
We need new sweaters, sex,
Yeah,
stat,
we do.
horse
Yeah,
and dog,
I might.
and
Oh,
just
no.
Slogan. It's like, you got that dog in you? Question
just
mark.
send them out to everybody listening because they have literally been forced to dog.
Yeah, honestly.
Which
We're
is
20
like,
minutes
you
in,
can basically
gents.
just send it to me and I'll give it to my mom the next time I see her.
Oh,
Save us a
no.
little bit. We can bundle the shipping together.
So weren't we talking about birthdays or something?
I wanted to, but no, I'm happy with the tangent. So yeah, I basically, you kind of hit on it, Nick, when you said like how Kristen feels about not wanting to celebrate and do that. Walker, I have some thoughts of my own, but Walker, what are your thoughts? Like when your birthday comes around, what happens with you? Does anything happen? What happens?
Oh man, I mean, like it's not like I tell my coworkers it's my birthday or anything. I mean, like I have a job, I go do my job. Like, if it falls on a weekend, I don't go do my job. I do love a good birthday dinner though. I love to go out to food. But Chloe and I do eat out a lot anyway. It's one of our, extraneous expenses. So we'll usually go to a nice dinner. But otherwise, not much. I've been reflecting on this a little recently since getting married. Like presents are weird when you're just not spending when you're spending mixed money on presents. Like what the is even a birthday present at that point?
Kristen and I end up just giving each other a list of things. Like I literally sent her a spreadsheet with like 12 items of like stuff that I'm going to buy at some point. You have the option to get it. And what she ended up going with was a set of camo for hunting season, which is like top and bottoms. And then what was the other thing? Oh, she got it's like it's like a fabric bucket, like a 5 or 6 gallon bucket, but you put an actual bucket inside of it for like softballs and stuff, and it has a bunch of pouches. Cool. It's almost like a Molly system. It has a bunch of pouches and stuff on the outside, so you can put all your water bottles. And exactly. It's a Coach bucket. Yeah. So, but it wraps around the outside of the bucket, so you can put all your accessories in it. So she's got me one of those too. But yeah, we do. Awesome. It's just like it's several conversations of like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, I don't know. I've already bought myself a bunch of shit this month. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. What I want is that old truck on Facebook Marketplace. We got 10 grand to burn on a piece of shit.
Every time I include at least one firearm in my list, and she goes, so she bought, which I now know is the camo set. And she goes, wow, that shipped fast. And then I immediately knew that it was not a rifle because it wouldn't ship
Did
here.
Not ship.
You would have to go to the store to get it. Yeah. Like, well,
unless your wife is buying things on the black market.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. Actually, that would be cooler than a regular.
You'd really know she loved you then, for sure.
Full auto.
God. What are your birthday thoughts, Sax?
So, birthday stuff, and I think you guys probably both know this, but I like to do, I don't know, I don't mind telling people about my birthday. Growing up, I've always so let me do my own tangents here. So my grandpa, pastor for like 50 years, whatever, so we had the church, we always had like a venue, right? Like we didn't have to pay for a place to have a birthday party. So it was very easy for me to be like, hey, we're going to have a birthday party here, but I also have like a literal gymnasium attached to it with like as many like kickballs and basketballs and, whatever we want to do. We could do all that. So it was very, awesome. And like speaker systems, so we could play music. And so it was super easy growing up to like, we could literally like hold my own like.
Just have a party.
Yeah. Just do your own lock-in.
For real. I mean, that's basically what we were doing. So we would do that. And so I'd roll up with, like, it kind of became a thing where people just knew, like, I mean, they didn't know when my birthday was, but like when I came in, I had like invites and stuff, and like people actually wanted to get an invite, and like I'm like, I can't have enough basically, and so I pass them out and could actually get people to come out to stuff like that. And so that was a thing. And then I went off to college, and then like you don't really care because no one has money, right? Like you're just like with all your friends or whatever. So we go out to like Taco Bell, something like that,
Right.
and hang out in the dorms and play video games and stuff like that. And then as we've continued, got married, and then like had most of like my close friends online, I've still kind of kept the vibe, but turned it into like event-based things for that. So a lot of Destiny stuff, a lot of like, I'm sure this next year we'll do some sort of like stream thing. But like last year we did a big raid marathon where we were knocking out in like 48-hour time period, like surrounding my birthday, doing every raid, like, and so bringing people back who hadn't played, like yourself, Walker, and people like that. Like Heather came back to play with us and stuff like that. And just to have a good time, get it all pulled together, get it streamed and stuff like that. So, and then obviously you guys coming in for the big 30th and stuff. But I think there's too many people downplaying their birthday. I think I think you should, like you said, Walker, it's like, okay, you don't have to walk in and like, I'm not asking you to wear a sash or something like that.
Yeah, right.
I'm the birthday boy, walking with a Burger King crown on or whatever, and like wear it all day.
Well, easy with the Burger
King. You don't have
to
be
crowns.
coy about it though, right? Yeah.
Definitely don't wear that Burger King crown on an airplane.
I don't get that reference, so
I will send it to you over text.
I should probably just leave that there, so.
Yeah.
But I think that. I also like never work on my birthday. Like and that's kind of like my way of seeding it. And be like, hey, I'm gonna be out on this day. And like, oh, what's going on? Oh, it's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Casually and get hit by that. So, but no, I kind of was anticipating that there would be like a laissez-faire take on it. It's like, it's just a day, whatever, stuff like that. So,
well,
I feel very strongly. I think you should lean into it.
I did
celebrate your birthday, man.
Yeah, I did contemplate taking today off. I asked my dad if he wanted to play golf, but he has a busy work schedule. So we're actually I'm just going to go play on Friday morning instead of today. So
just sliding it over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, having kids and a career and all that nonsense, sometimes you just shift it instead of doing it on the day of.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. I think it's more the people who are just like full sin, like, no, like, I don't care about it at all. Because, I don't know, not to get like hyper analytical on it, but the people who are usually doing that are people who used to care, but then like no one around them cared or remembered, stuff like that. Like sometimes you hit that place where it's like, well, it's almost like a defense mechanism. I was like, I'm gonna get ahead of it and be like, oh, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I mean,
kind of does. So
look, to be honest, it's mostly women because society tells them they're not worth anything anymore when they turn 25 or whatever. So
well, Leonardo DiCaprio is the gauge on that, so it's unfortunate, but he does say that. And I guess, like, did you miss that day of Man Training 101, I guess, where we said like Leo is just in charge of it? So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate that it's that way. It just is how it is. So I don't know.
We live in a society, man.
That pamphlet just showed up at my door. Just told me. So, but I don't know. Any last birthday thoughts from you guys?
I just like to be alone. It's nice to be alone. It's a good excuse to be alone.
Yeah. I you know what? Like, I agree, and I kind of am taking the gift of like a new set of camo for hunting season as like it's just a delayed birthday gratification. I'm going to be at some point wearing this in the woods trying to kill an innocent deer. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not.
You don't know it's innocent.
Yeah, that's fair. I was about to say, could have ran a car off the road, could have stole some food from somebody's house, whatever. Regardless,
stabbed another deer.
Yeah. Justice will be served.
Looked at you sideways. Look at you sideways. So, well, boys, we got together this weekend with Dr. T from KC, and we played a little bit of Battlefield 6. Now, I will be honest. I was having trouble even seeing enemies on my screen, and I had my glasses on, boys. So
it's because they were wearing camo.
They were wearing camo. They were wearing a lot of camo, and they were also seeing me. I must not have had camo on because they were shooting me much faster than I could even possibly shoot them. But I did want to get Walker. I want to get your thoughts because you are. I mean, I don't talk about Battlefield much with people, but you are the biggest Battlefield fan that I know. Just because I don't know that many Battlefield fans, so
You
don't play that many video games. But to be fair, you do. You are the most outspoken person that I know that says they like Battlefield. So what was your thoughts on the beta?
I was good. It was definitely better than like 2042 or 5. I will be interested to see what they end up doing for some of for the full game. I thought things were a little fast. It's definitely continued to bias more towards like the Call of Duty style stuff. But the things I loved about Battlefield are still there. For the most part. And I don't think that they've completely it just yet. It was clearly a Battlefield game. Yeah,
it definitely got better later in the evening too. When you and I played, later that night, it felt more balanced, like the matchmaking did.
So you guys
those first matches
together.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, those first matches were bad, and that map in particular, having played a number of the different ones, was rough on the mountain or whatever.
Yeah, where
like it is just bad.
I was saying you guys that Instagram post where it's like 18 different sniper glints just on the hillside, and you just can't.
One popular streamer showed off how you can basically just glitch up the mountain. Like if you're persistent enough, just running up the wall, your body, you will climb up to these irrationally high marks, and then just looking at the mountain, just seeing like all the sniper glints out there. It's like terrifying. Yeah, that one time I was feeling it. I was sniping. I was behind this rock. I was going ham. I was like aim down sights. I look up and I have like 7 of our teammates behind the same single rock. I'm like, can you guys get out of here, dude? Like,
one of those was
lit
me.
Up like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Battlefield is definitely best played in a squad and more tactically. If you're not using your smoke grenades and you're not like, I don't know, it's not Call of Duty, and I don't want it to be Call of Duty. It's
an adjustment from Call of Duty for sure.
It's a big adjustment. Like I wish the TTK was a little bit longer, just a hair, and I wish that the life regeneration was worse. I'd like people to be more forced to not push as often. I felt like I was regenning really fast. Granted, you're being healed and everything, but I've been playing Battlefield 1 this week a little bit because I got the itch, and it's really striking how much longer you're hurt for. Like, you really have to like hang back and take a minute and
hit a stim.
Try again. Yeah.
The stims saved me a lot in the beta. When you're running the assault class, you can just pop one real fast after you got shot a bunch of times.
That's great. The class distinction's good. We talked a little bit over the weekend about locked weapons and stuff. There's a lot of people like, you gotta have the locked weapons. No. And I really do like the class distinctions and whatnot. And I don't really mind, I don't think, if they're not locked, because the abilities and gadgets and whatever you get for each class really do kind of force you in a particular way. So like, you could play a sniper with a carbine if you really wanted to, but you're kind of doing yourself a disservice in some ways.
I was talking about that with one of the guys at work. He was like, I'm so mad I missed the beta, I forgot about it or whatever. So we were talking about it, and we had that conversation about how there's not locked weapons, but you're incentivized to use specific things with your different classes. And he was like, oh yeah, sounds good. And then I was like, also, you could be sniping from a building and the whole building disappears because somebody blew it up. He was like, that's like Battlefield.
No, I mean, like that's good. Well, there's a sniper over there, the building.
I mean, that's a real thing that happens.
So I don't know. A lot of it felt really good. The destruction was great. I'll be interested to, get more weapons. I liked the modification system a lot. Like I did sincerely feel like I had to make choices,
Yeah.
like hard choices about how I wanted to spec my weapon, um, which I liked as well.
And also, the shotgun's getting nerfed.
Yep. I mean, it needed that for sure.
So ridiculous.
It was pretty ridiculous. Yeah. So I mean, it's the beta. What do you want from the beta? The bones were good.
Yeah.
I watched the donkey video, and it was the last half of it was him laughing at the ridiculous ways bodies were flying when he killed people.
Yeah.
There's like going up the wall and flipping 40 times. It was very fun.
Walker, someone did a edit of basically just shotgun footage, and they put a Fellwinter's Lie skin from Destiny 2, and says like, and then they tagged DMG, who's like the community manager for Destiny, and was like, "What's wrong with my install?" And it just was like them just like absolutely nuking people like from so far away. It was ridiculous.
Man, I still remember that first like 2 months with Fellwinters was nuts. It was beyond good.
Yeah, the ability to just snipe someone with a shotgun, it was insane. So yeah, I really, really liked, honestly, when I was able to play in the vehicles, like I had that one bout of like 12 straight kills, had a god tier driver. The dude who was driving, I was not driving. He knew everywhere we needed to go. He would line me up perfect.
Yep.
That was peak gameplay, and I was chasing ever since that happened. I was just looking for the tank anytime there could. I would hop in every single time. I could never get back in that gunner seat, but dude, it was so satisfying.
Now you know how
the highs are like it when you gotta actually do it right, but when you do it right, it's good.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the time. I enjoyed sniping more than I thought I would. I wish I would have started earlier, and I also wish I would have had more time to kind of get hands on with it. So remind me, they have another open beta weekend
this weekend. Right? Yeah.
I think the numbers of it, or the number representation on it, like just goes to show like
it was
if
half
your
a
game
million.
is fun. Oh yeah, like I think they hit over 600,000 people.
Yeah,
I saw
crazy.
I saw a great tweet. Battlefield fucking 6 cooked, loses 600,000 players in one day.
yeah. It's just like the Steam charts 600,000.
The Steam chart
is zero. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you take the concept of like, hey, is your game fun? Yes, like that has to be the first bar, right? But there's so much more that's gone into this. So I heard I was listening to like a stream highlight from Tim the Tapman. He was talking about it because obviously he does so much with COD and stuff like that. And he went to the like Battlefield Next, which is like, or whatever it's called. I think that's what the Call of Duty wants, Call of Duty Next. But going to the preview event for Battlefield and stuff. And it's so funny because like he tries to beat the fat boy allegations, but the first thing out of his mouth was like, "Yeah, they had food trucks. It was sick, man." Like he was like, "Yeah, I think the Battlefield one was better than." And then someone was like,
better grub.
They were like, "Tim, can you give us an idea why? Like, why would it be better than the Call of Duty?" He's like, "Yeah, they have food trucks, like
mac and cheese."
It's like, could you tell us something about the game, dude? It's like maybe one that he's like, "Oh yeah," like getting in there, but. I don't know. It seems like they did a good job. They let creators get hands-on with it a day before they were allowed to start streaming. So they were able to capture footage. Like they could go in, they could capture everything. But they could get acclimated with it. So I think if I was in a situation and I was able to do that as well, I think I'd feel a little better with it. So we'll see. There's a lot of games coming out soon that I am really looking forward to trying. And doubling and tripling down on, like the Destiny Rising actual game, like fully comes out, which is the mobile Destiny, but you can play it through a Android emulator that comes from the company that makes Destiny Rising. So you can fully play it, full keyboard support, full controller support, like on PC. the game is sick, and the game plays well. It's fun. The actual campaign's very fun. The only problem is the only potential problem, and I don't even know because I've not explored it enough, is like it kind of has like the gacha mechanics where you can purchase, you can earn stuff in game, but you're rolling to unlock characters and things like this, and so there's a lot of monetization. It's a free game, you know, and it's coming from NetEase, so it's like the Genshin Impact and stuff like that. So there is a huge audience for it and stuff like this, and so it's one of those things where I'm a part of their like creator program, so I kind of can get assets and get access and codes and stuff like that early. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that. I'm also gonna be playing Borderlands 4 when it comes out.
Nice.
So I'm hoping
it looks good.
to stream it. It's the first Borderlands game that I'm gonna like. What I'm really hoping to do is to actually like sit down with it and stream it. I would love to stream like the whole like campaign through like to completion. It'll be the first Borderlands I ever do. So we'll see.
I gotta run upstairs.
My brother and I played through Borderlands 2, and when I was in high school, it was very solid. I highly, highly recommend playing with somebody else, at least one other person. It's it really, well, I don't know. At least for Borderlands 2, it made a huge difference.
Gotcha. I fired up 3 at one point when I got it for relatively cheap,
not that good.
and I just didn't. Yeah, it never like got its claws into me. But man,
The pre-sequel wasn't very good either.
Really? Did you ever play the D&D inspired like spinoff, the Tiny Tina's
Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep? Yeah.
Or whatever it is?
It's okay. I mean, like, Borderlands 2 was very good. I liked it a lot. I hope that they kind of try to capture that again. That sort of, because you know, Borderlands is it's a totally, you know, it's a bit over the top or whatever, but I think they leaned a little too hard into that.
I gotcha.
For some of the more recent games, and it kind of just went totally. They kind of jumped the shark, I think. So
interesting. Yeah, I've never played through, and so where I'm at right now with a lot of like my content stuff is like I'm trying to get ahead. Like I'm trying desperately to, because I mean you guys know this to some extent, but I don't like being a reactionary person. Like I don't like having to be like, oh, let's scramble to figure this out. It's like I would much rather get like way ahead of it and be like greet something, whether good, bad, or indifferent, like ahead of, you know, so whether it's like planning an event or planning a stream or planning stuff like that. That's just who I am. I don't know when that happened, but because I haven't always been that way, but
I have strong feelings that being reactionary makes you just a stronger person.
Okay.
No.
How so? Defend your position, Nick.
Yeah, I would love that.
If I don't plan anything,
Sax, why don't you react to that?
I hate doing that. So.
Yeah. No, I just like planning's not my forte. I'm just doing something, and then however it shakes out, I'll adjust from there for next time. But that adjustment is not going to include planning.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I split the difference. I do love planning things, but I really do feel quite comfortable just rolling with the punches in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I like doing that, and my wife hates it.
I mean, I don't know. Half of engineering. I mean, like it's very weird. Half of engineering is like highly, highly detailed planning, but then the other half is like something's going to go wrong, and you have to fix it on the fly. You always have to like redesign something or recut something, or I don't know. I like that part of things.
Yeah, a lot of times. I've found such success in being ready for
absolutely.
Yeah.
What's coming down the line, whether that is for like I have plenty of examples, but like Heather and I, we were together for long. Like we were engaged for 2.5 years. We had a lot of time to plan our wedding. Wedding was incredible, right? Like she did 99.9% of it, and I got my stuff together. But it took me time, right? Like I had to pay for honeymoon stuff, right? Like so it took me time. Like I didn't make that much money at that point, and so like being able to do that was like one of the first things that was like a long term thing, if that makes sense. Because like growing up, a lot of things were like, hey, like like whatever, like rent's due, or like, you know, we got payments coming out, like we gotta quickly, like we gotta find money here, throw it to this, that kind of stuff. So like as I've gotten older and I've kind of gotten more autonomous, like, you know, doing my own thing, then obviously get married, like chasing that, like, hey, how do we get up, like ahead of this, right? Like let's get a little extra in the bank and be ahead of it. Or let's, like, instead of being like, hey, oh crap, I forgot I have that thing, it's like, hey, you know, just a reminder, you have that thing coming up, that kind, you know, that kind of vibe. Like, and so that's just, Heather and I are very similar in that capacity. But a lot of what I did, that is one of my least favorite things. Like, with the fact that I've been doing a lot of like content creation stuff right now, it's like I'm trying to weigh how do I get ahead of stuff, and like how do I create stuff. And so like the reason this ties in and how we got here, Nick, is like we were just talking about, okay, Borderlands 4 coming out, and like that is a game I'm looking forward to, like playing and trying, like on my channel, stuff like that. Obviously the Battlefield 6 thing was cool and stuff. And I'm not necessarily done with that. It's just something that like I'm gonna be out of town this next weekend, so it probably would be full release before I'd be able to like get back into it. And then doing the Destiny Rising thing, like understanding that's there. However, like I had these grand aspirations to be like, hey, I'm gonna make content for this game ahead of time. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to. Like I wanted to. Like I've said that I'm for sure gonna be playing it, and if those streams go well, and if like I will make some videos on it, like from the content I'm making. If that goes well, then maybe we can get ahead of it. But at this point, it's just gonna have to be kind of a reactionary thing. But like today, I was able to put some videos out. Walker, we were talking, like they were things I've been planning for a long time, and so they are like it's a very, very enticing feeling. Like you open up the YouTube studio and you put I don't know if you guys have ever even looked into that, or if you've ever uploaded
for class, like maybe 10 years ago in high school.
When you put enough videos up, YouTube starts giving you a breakdown, and they'll give you a blank out of 10 score. So out of the last 10 videos you've put up, this is a 1 through 10 of 10. And you want it to be a 1 of 10 every time, right? Because I mean, this is the best video out of the last 10 you've done. But that just
what metrics are they giving you to improve on?
Click-through rate. So if people do not click on your video, they do not watch your video. So you have to find ways through your title and thumbnail to get people to click. So that's the first thing. Viewer retention is the next thing. How long do they stay on your video? I often like to tell people in our like in my Destiny Discord, I will post. I'll go and I'll be like 20 minutes out from posting a video, and I will literally tell people, hey, if you do not have time to watch the video right now, do not click it, because people think it's helping, right? Like, oh, Sax just posted a video. I'm gonna click on it. I open it
and then just close it,
and they close it. Well, what did that tell them? Okay, so this person actually
video.
This person actually is one of my subscribers. Actually likes this type of video. They just can't watch it right now. They click on it and then they click off of it immediately. And so that's why sometimes like videos will stay really flat, and then like if that happens with enough people and then they come back to it, YouTube will catch on. But today, like the video I posted, I was like, hey, I posted in there, I said, hey, I need you guys to click it, and even if you can't watch it or listen to it all the way through, I said, please let it play all the way through. Like if you're gonna click on it, let it do that. It has absolutely gone bonkers. Like this video has been insane. So that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, Walker, is like having this thing was like, it's really cool. Like building out a community of people who love the game, who are coming back to Destiny, and then, you know, they'll find through TikTok or YouTube, and then once they get in the Discord, then I can post and say, hey, I'm willing to help you on stream. So then they come follow the stream and stuff like that, and then it kind of all feeds together. And so it's been working well. And so I'm starting to be able to get ahead of things with that. So feeling a little bit at peace. But dude, the expansion release stuff, that was nothing but reactionary content for 3 weeks straight, and it's been internally a living hell, dude.
You're just like, oh, I gotta make something about this guy, and I gotta make something about.
I've been so uneasy, like just in my spirit.
Yeah,
bro, I'm just been like this freaking like a
Well,
time.
what are you supposed to do, right? Like, what I mean, you are
I mean,
showing people, you're providing a window into a game.
yep,
That's what being a streamer is, isn't it? And that isn't that inherently reactionary?
yeah,
But like people want to see your reaction.
yep.
I don't know.
I think just the fact that I just don't know, and some of it's cool, right? Like some of it's when you start to learn to like trust your gut, right? Like in anything. So not even just talking about the video stuff, but like when you start something new, or you start a new job, and then you hear something, you go at some point when you start a new job, you go from questioning everything like, oh, do I just not know this, to the time in your job where you question something, you're like, no, that's wrong. And you like, no, or no, that's right. Like this is the right way to do it. This is the wrong way to do it. So it's very interesting because I am treating this as like the most job that I've had in a very long time. Like I'm always on, which I need to not be, and I'm actively working towards not being. Sorry, Heather. I've been really, really bad about like checking comments and replying and trying to build things and do stuff like this. And I need to set a structure a little more. And I'm working towards it every day. But I have reached the point more times over the last month and a half, because the game, the new update came out on July 15th. It's the 13th today. So it's almost been a month of doing this, a month and a half, but it's been a month like with a new expansion, what this looks like. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, hey, I hit publish on a video, and sometimes it's just like stream highlights, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to hit or not. Like sometimes I just like save myself on a jump or a funny thing happen, and like I'll wake up and like 20,000 people on TikTok have watched it. I'm like, okay, I don't know why that happened. And there's sometimes I'll hit publish on something, and I know like as soon as you hit it, it's like, yep, this is gonna resonate.
This is good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've started hitting that stride today. Today is actually one of them I didn't know, just because it was kind of like a guide on older content, but it's gone bonkers. So a lot of returning players, a lot of new and returning players for a dead game, mind you. A game that everyone says is completely dead, completely gone. This old dog has a little bit of light in it. So, guys, any last thoughts to wrap up the the dog cast, whatever?
Dog cast.
Force the dog.
Force the dog. That's there's a menacing connotation to that. Just
something like that. So,
don't care for it.
Don't care
I could go for a hot dog though.
Yeah,
I could be convinced a dog.
Them in 9 innings.
I don't know about force a dog, but I could be convinced a dog for sure.
Do that. So, well, y'all, thank you so much for hanging with us, for coming to the ForcedToPod, and
thank you for coming to my dog talk.
Yeah, not the TED Talk, the dog talk. So, guys, we appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe wherever you're listening, and until next time, be blessed, y'all. See ya.